Lumine prepares a secret recipe for pumpkin pie. You know what I learned today, actually? I'm a big fan of, not today, it's over like 2 days ago, actually. So, this is gonna be a really weird tangent right in the middle of the episode. So, I love Breath of the Wild, right? I really do. But you know what I didn't do a lot of in Breath of the Wild? Cooking. But here I am. This is a Breath of the a Legend of Zelda cookbook, right? So I was just turning through it, and I was like, oh, let's look at all these. It's shiny too. Look at that. Look at it glimmer on the side. This is a high quality cookbook. I love it. I opened it to pumpkin pie, and I was like, pumpkin pie? Which Legend of Zelda game has pumpkin pie? And it said Breath of the Wild, and I was like, where were there pumpkins in Breath of the Wild? Good people, it is another fine day in the year that is sent Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalocars, and it is I. Few know me as the man who folds many a paper. But to most, I am the United States Aviator. Welcome back to another Thursday edition, tag team edition of the... Yeah, that's the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Welcome back. Today, it is Origami Day. So we're folding a bunch of paper today. We have a whole bunch of all the teams that I think would be pretty either very good or surprisingly good at origami, and I got big old meat hands, so I'll fold a little swan. I do a little swan thingy sometimes. I'll tell you what, just a smidgen, but not really great at origami. But I'll ask you later on if you're good at origami. But for right now, let's introduce everyone who's here. I'm talking the Chunibiu family, Gundam, and the World Pancake Champion, Fischl. We got the Brainiacs, Nagisa and Corp, Secondhand Symphony with Miss Maya and Miss Nikon, Where's My Glove is back with Kurumi and Mai. Clearly, both of them I think would be very good at the folding the papers. Unstoppable Idols, Sayaka and Barbara, the Hornbearers, Sato and Rantaro, Brute Force, Tinko. Maybe not so great, but I think Mana, lover of all things cute and kawaii, probably be a fantastic paper folder. Origami Maker, here to stay. Crazy Yoko Extra Large and Nane Chiaki Shorty Sleepover. You gotta have activities at sleepovers, and so you know what? Himiko, Crazy Yoko, and Kana on the side, they will be folding their finest of papers. Peaceful Protest, Kyoko, and Chiaki. The Unlucky Adventure Team, now look. Nagito and Bennett, I think that they are unintentionally very good at origami. I feel like they make some sort of very awesome, intricate animal, but they're trying to make some different animal. That's how I see their origami going. The Well Managers, Kana and Yukiko. The Jailbirds, Ryoma and Alice. Capture the Moment, Angie, and now they're probably the best team at it, let's be completely honest. Strong and Soft, Daisaku and Mondo. Taking out the trash, your tag team champions, Hifumi and Minamimoto. Don't count Hifumi out. Hifumi, low-key, probably very good at it, but Minamimoto, we know he's an artist too. Using junk to make the finest of sculptures. Do you remember Ryoko and Fret? Fret, he's the best artist here. If you have not seen Fret's fantastic art when he's doing his Remind thing in Neo the World, that man is just the best artist of all time. Bob Squad, Mahiru, and Leone. That is correct. That is who that is. Cat Owner's Paradise, Celeste and Jin. Brother Complex, Komaru and Lumine. Sinister Side, Chisa and Sarah. The Golden Days, Fat Togami, and Izio is probably very good at it, I'm not gonna lie. He's the person here who I think is very surprisingly good at origami. Parsnip, Genocide Jack, and Turnip Boy. Probably, they're probably good at paper cutting, but they'll be fine. Joe Mama Joe and Mama Hiroko. God Mode, Yuta and Azuri. The Apothecary, Seiko, Sucrose. The Devious Disguises, Samugi, Ranger. Identity Crisis, Hajime, K, also probably secretly very good. You think with his metallic hands you'd be like, oh, he just crumples all the paper? No, he's probably the best at it. Carry On, Shuichi, and Kazuha, and lastly, Kiss from a Rose on the Grave. Kaede, and Lawrence. And This is the part where I'm like, hey, make your picks. Make them to the left, make them to the right, make them down in the comments below. I'll make mine too, after I say that your comments are important, like this one. Like that one. And even like that one. If you didn't check out yesterday's... Yes, technically, like, yesterday's for you, it's not yesterday for me. Yesterday's World Pancake Championship match. It was a fun one. Go check it out. I will tell you who I got in this one. Tell me first, second, and third, by the way. And also tell me, have you done origami, and what's the best origami you've ever made? I want to know that. That is what that's my question of the episode. And also, who do you think? I'm gonna say who do you think is the best origami, but I'm gonna tell you it's probably Capture the Moment. But for first, second, and third, give me. Let me go with my Ride or Dies. Kiss from a Rose for first. I just think I think today might be their day. Give me Brother Complex for second, and then give me Where's My Glove for the fan vote for third. That's where I'm at right now. Those are my top three. Origami me? I've made origami in the past. I think I've only made origami swans, and I think I maybe made like an origami bow tie, which was difficult and it came out terrible, but I can make a pretty decent swan. However, I do believe you guys know what it's time for. I've made my picks, you've made yours. We've introduced everyone who's here, and well, we just need to get the game going. So let's play the music, and I'll just say, whoa, that's not as near. Whoa, that's not as near. This is a flashlight. It's just a regular flashlight. Wait, hold on. Let me play that. What's the give me this one. Yeah, this is just a flashlight. It's a really bright flashlight. Jeez Louise. Have you ever been blinded before? I think that might be a lot of fun. No, it's not a lot of fun. You see, you know what? Some people say that this is one of the world's most brightest flashlights. In fact, between you and me, you should probably get a pair of sunglasses right here, right now. Luckily, these actually have UV lenses in them, so hope you're ready to get blinded. Because in 3, 2, we gotta see how bright it is. Like, right? Like, maybe it'll light up this whole room? Or maybe I should turn off the lights. Nah. I want to see how bright it gets with the lights on. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Goodness gracious, that was... If I ain't never seen a bright thing in my entire... I can't see a... You know, using a blinding technique to make yourself appear, that's it's kind of lame of you, Asnir. I expected better from you, Asnir. Could have blinded you. You blinded half the audience. They can't see now. What? You're nasty. Let's roll this thing. Let's go. 2 good tosses to see that we got. Ooh. I know you can't see it because you're blind now. I apologize. I'm gonna get detention for blinding you all. Don't tell. We are resimulating. Not 1 time. Not 2 times. Not 3 times. Not 4 times. But a true classic. A true throwback Thursday for the spiciest of RNG. 5 times. We got the 5. We don't see it too often, but today we've got it. We got all these teams, but only one can come out on top, or more than one. Let me not say that, because the last time I was like this or this, it was neither, or it was both technically. But like, yeah, let's just go on. Let's go ahead. We got 5 resimulations. We got a show to get on the road. We got all these teams, a couple chances at fan votes. Let's proceed and see what unfolds. It is the bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen. The tributes on their podiums and the horn bearers, they are sounding their horns as they usually do. Not yet they aren't. But now they are on my command, sounding the horns! Oh yes, that is what they're doing. They're sounding the horns. Alice runs away from the cornucopia. Himiko also runs away from the cornucopia. Maya and Azuru argue over supplies. Turnip Boy takes advantage and kills them both. Parsnip. Who would have thunk? Izioi runs away from the cornucopia, backed by unpopular demand Nane Chiaki. I love Nane Chiaki. She was a homie. Joe finds a model cornucopia inside of the cornucopia. Mikan runs away from the cornucopia, but is she running away from the model cornucopia or the real one? Daisaku throws a killer beehive at Rantaro, but when the bees burst open, they fly after Daisaku and sting him to death. Daisaku, we gotta do better. The comment section bet all their monocoins on Kazuha, so Kazuha better win. Y'all all bet on Kazuha? Like, I don't blame you, but all of you? Tsumugi runs away from the cornucopia, as does Ranger, as does Karumi. Kyoko finds Sato hiding in the cornucopia and kills her. Rest in peace, Tat. One half of the horn bearer, Saika, snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Leone convinces Kanan, Hajime, Celeste, Hiroko, and Barbara to boycott the killing game. Good luck with that. Killing games are popular right now. Just look at Squid Game. Nagisa gathers as much food as he can. Fischl finds a turtle inside of the cornucopia and brings it along for the game. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now she's got Oz and a turtle. She's unstoppable. Angie and Yukiko or at least try to find a way to escape. Will they? Probably not, but I mean, like, if they do, then they're disqualified. Kamaru runs away from the cornucopia, as does Fred. Sucrose and Mai get into an argument over supplies, but Seiko takes advantage. Tag Team Seiko takes advantage and kills them both. Mahiru runs away from the cornucopia. Shuichi finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Ryoko finds a wizard robe and puts it on. It is fantastic. Minamimoto is having himself a season, sets off a bomb, and immediately gets 4 kills. Chisa, Mana, Jin, and Yuta are all out of here. In fact, I think all of God Mode is gone? Yeah, all of God Mode's gone so early. Rest in peace to them. Chiaki runs away from the cornucopia. Mondo, Bennett, and Now assist each other in getting the best weapons possible. Lawrence begins to bully Fatsugami relentlessly. Lawrence, we're gonna have to talk after this. Don't you do that to my mans. Nagito runs away from the cornucopia. Genocide Jack kills Crazy Yoko extra large as she tries to run. Lumine forces Kaede to start singing Please Give Me Wings. I don't know if she's a good singer. You probably should have had her play the piano instead. Cork sets off an explosive as well, killing Hifumi, Kei, Crazy Yoko, and Ryoma. This has been a wild bloodbath, and it's not been a small game. Gundam can't handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Rest in peace to my boy. Tinko forces Sarah to start singing Please Give Me Wings as well. We lost so many, but we'll proceed and we will see what unfolds at day 1. Tinko actually blurts out the fact that she likes Lawrence in a non-platonic way. She was like, you're a degenerate male, but gosh darn it, I enjoy your presence. Lawrence declines the accidental confession, saying that he doesn't like her in that way. Now gets stuck raking leaves. I guess they don't have enough support well. Barbara, Kazuha, Angie, and Alice track down and kill Celeste. That is the end of Cat Owner's Paradise for today as well. Lumine prepares a secret recipe for pumpkin pie. You know what I learned today, actually? I'm a big fan of, not today, it's over like 2 days ago, actually. So, this is gonna be a really weird tangent right in the middle of the episode. So, I love Breath of the Wild, right? I really do. But you know what I didn't do a lot of in Breath of the Wild? Cooking. But here I am. This is a Breath of the a Legend of Zelda cookbook, right? So I was just turning through it, and I was like, oh, let's look at all these. It's shiny too. Look at that. Look at it glimmer on the side. This is a high quality cookbook. I love it. I opened it to pumpkin pie, and I was like, pumpkin pie? Which Legend of Zelda game has pumpkin pie? And it said Breath of the Wild, and I was like, where were there pumpkins in Breath of the Wild? Hiroko starts singing a mistletoe, but Yukiko swoops in, snaps her arm, burns that mistletoe. Bennett eats dirt, delicious. Mikan receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Chiaki receives first aid kit from the comments section. You guys love, you guys said unpopular demand and y'all supporting her. Y'all love yourself some Nane Chiaki, don't lie. Genocide Jack receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. Nagisa falls into a pit but somehow lives. Kanan questions her sanity. Rantaro throws Komaru at Cork. Can he live? Ryoko and Shuichi play cards. Ryoko loses all of her life points and is killed for it. Never mess with the duel master. He's out here dueling left and right. He's got his duel. He never forgets Shuichi's the duel master. And we have a big uh-oh. That is a very big uh-oh, don't we? Hey. Minamimoto, Joe, Himiko, Mahiru, Izuyoi, and the Pancake Champion are forced to play the majority game. They're all jealous, envious of the title that Fischl holds. For some reason, they're not envious of Minamimoto's title, but they're envious of the Pancake Championship, and let me tell you, I don't blame them because I love me some pancakes. So she gets the most votes. Unfortunately for the others, she was a sacrifice, so everyone else got executed. She chose Izuyoi not to be executed. Goodness gracious. This has been a tough day. We're gonna have a long list for a Claire de Lune. But let's proceed for right now. Fred gets a gift from a secret admirer. Mondo doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Kurumi shows Nagito her murder list. At the top of the list is Nagito's name. Oh, it's in bold too. Samugi joins the Mistletoe Warriors. I should have had a squad based on the Mistletoe Warriors, a group that's waging war against Mistletoe during any other month besides December. Chiaki asks for Fatogami's axolotl. Fatogami's confused. He's like, my axolotl? Kyoko works for Yoko's Items and Misfortunes, which happens to be hiring. Hajime is horrified when Seiko goes to interview for a job. Oh no, don't do it, Seiko. You're supposed to be a tag team glorious person, but now you're going to work for Yoko's Items and Misfortunes. I heard they don't pay well. I heard that was something that I heard. Not slander, of course. It's very true. Kaidos pick out thorns while picking berries. Turnip Boy spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He is truly transcended beyond humanity. It started with an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon her wrist. With secrets that are hidden, now she's got superpowers. She's no ordinary kid. She's Sarah 10. Sayaka receives a gift from her secret admirer. It's, oh god, that's repulsive. Ranger freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. And Leone plants flowers around her campsite. It's cold. Don't do that, Leone. We lost 22. It's a larger game, but that's still a lot. Especially as we hit this Claire de Lune 4. Maya, Izuru, Daisaku, Sato, Sucrose, Mai, Chisa, Mana, Jin, Yuta, Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, Hifumi, K, Crazy Hyoko, Ryoma, Gundam, Celeste, Ryoko, Minamimoto, Joe, Himiko, Mahiru. We have a lot of people out. A whole lot of people. We still have more to go. That wasn't half the competition. It was close to half, though. We got 38 left. We'll probably be at the halfway point after next time. Fischl remains, all of the Brainiacs. Mikon remains. So does Kurumi. All of the Unstoppable Idols are still in. Hornbears still have Rantaro. Brute Force with Tenko. Nani Chiaki for Here to Stay. This does not bode well. Whenever there's a whole row that's in, it usually does not bode well. We'll see how they survive once we click proceed. Alice for Jailbirds, Capture the Moment completely in. Mondo for Strong and Soft. Do You Remember still has Fret. The Bob Squad still has Leone. Brother Complex completely in, but Sarah's got her sinister side going on. Golden Days, Parsnip completely in. Hiroko remains for Joe Mama. The Apothecary still has Seiko. Devious Disguise is completely in. Identity Crisis still have Hajime. Carry On completely in, and so is Kiss from a Rose, but we saw how the first day went. We could have another day that goes worse than that. With a feast, an arena event, any of those things could happen, and who knows how many people we would lose in that case. We'll proceed to see if any of that stuff happens, but Chiaki receives yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. It's delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, Nagi throws a Molotov, or at least what he thinks is a Molotov, at Lumine. Turns out the Molotov is just a rag, it's not even on fire. Angie and Komaru invite Genocide Jack, Turnip Boy, Hajime, Leone, Fischl, Fatogami, Kyoko, and Nagisa to a super kick party. Angie and Komaru hit everyone with some sweet chin music one after another, all throughout the night. Ooh, they're heartbreak kids out here, but you know what? Everyone survives, I'm pretty sure. There's a fatal version of that event. It didn't hit. They all got lucky. Everyone else who's not Angie and Komaru, you're lucky. Your chin hurts, but you're lucky. Nani Chiaki loads her shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. Frat, Hiroko, and Shuichi track down and kill Mondo now. somehow steals every item in Bennett's camp without being noticed. How did you do it? Kanan, Izuyoi, and Alice find the Triforce. How apt. Each take a piece for themselves. Kanan's got that courage, Izuyoi's got that wisdom, and Alice has the power. The power? Positivity? No, just the power. Tsumugi fends Mikan, Lawrence, and Yukiko away from her fire. Seiko falls into a pit and dies. You hate to see that. Kazua's allergies keep him up all night. Barbara wakes up from a nightmare where she's falling to death, only to realize that she's actually falling to death in real life. After Toko throws her bed right off of a cliff, Kaede grabs a dumbbell and starts working out furiously. Kurumi kisses her homies Sarah, Rantaro, and Quark goodnight. Kurumi kissing Quark goodnight is just, I don't know why, it's a feel-good moment for me. Ranger sets a few more traps before returning to camp for the night, and Sarah receives yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. We are going on to day 2. Kurumi begs for Genocide Jack to kill her. She refuses, keeping Kurumi alive. Kaede isn't crying, she's sweating from her eyes. Hajime glares at Rantaro and says, "Do you want to die?" Rantaro just runs off. He's like, "No, I actually don't. I'll hard pass on that one." Bennett, Leone, Yukiko, and Alice make up the Alpha Team. This is all non-Danganronpa characters. That's shocking. Bennett is the confident yet dorky leader. Leone is the explosives expert who doesn't think before she speaks. Yukiko is the transportation expert who thinks she knows better, and Alice is the sharpshooter that thinks that sarcasm is a personality trait. Kanan reminds you, yes you, dear viewer, to stay hydrated. Quark does Quark things. Frat dies trying to escape the arena. Turner Boy wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore. Tinko confides in Fischl, the pancake champion. Kyoko goes hunting. Nagito also reminds, do I have... Of course I do. But y'all stay hydrated out here. I know it's not hot here in the northern hemisphere, but let me tell you, y'all stay hydrated. You still get dehydrated during these times. Tsumugi does a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Nane Chiaki. Mikan receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a giant stuffed bear. Saika is a whole nasty, and you're nasty. Signs a petition to change American Yeet Ball, but you're nasty. Get out of here, nasty. Lawrence finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Now Kazuha and Ranger work together to harvest sap and make maple syrup. Sarah just fishes. Hiroko sets up an ice cream shack, nobody comes. Chiaki goes hunting. Togami berates Izuyoi for hours. It's regular Togami, not Fat Togami, right? Because that's your partner. He thinks that Togami and himself grew closer that day. Nagisa is being a clown as always. Fat Togami drives up to McDonald's and wants an ice cream, but the ice cream machine is broken. It's always broken. You hate to see it. Shuichi tells Lumine that she is not a clown, but the entire circus. Komaru practices her archery, and once again, someone ends the round by planting flowers around their campsite. This time it's Angie. We only lost 4 that time. Stark contrast to the 22 from earlier. 34 remain, and it's a Claire de Lune 4. Mondo, Seiko, Barbara, Fret. And you know what? I do believe it is time. What time is it? Guy, I got a smartwatch. It's fun to look at. I'll tell you what. We'll see everybody's statuses. That's what time we're looking at. We still have 34 people. We'll do a slow scroll. We only lost 4, and it took out Strong and Soft. It took out Do You Remember? I don't think it took out yeah, we're fine. It's just, I think those are the only 2 teams that are no, the Apothecary got completely out, but Sayaka still remains for the Unstoppable Idols. That's right. Everyone else, they're where they were before. And shockingly enough, this row still completely in. So you know what? Good on that row. Who would have thunk? Not me. But you know what? I do think it's time to proceed. We shouldn't dilly and dally. It's still a large game, even though we lost 22 in a single day. We gotta get to night 2. As Tsumugi finds Kanan sleeping on the ground, Tsumugi raises her hand, waves it in front of her face before dusting off her shoulder and hitting Kanan with a nice little 5-knuckle shuffle. Hiroko starts a factory that mass produces mistletoe. Is that a threat? Well, it's almost that time of the year, so I don't really mind anymore. Ranger and Shuichi exercise under the stars. They invite Komaru, who promptly murders the both of them without witnesses. Nagisa goes to the dog shelter and lets all the dogs out, so it was you. You let the dogs out. In the dead of night, Nana Chiaki ducks and dodges the laser defense system and manages to escape the arena James Bond style. Impressive, but she is still disqualified. Turnip Boy throws a knife into Lawrence's chest. That is not great for my picks. Oh goodness gracious, this is you know what? All of these events with 4 people, not bad except for the last one. Kaide's obnoxious snoring renders Kazuha, Kyoko, and Kurumi unable to sleep. Angie kisses her homies Tenko, Bennett, and Fatogami. Good night. I didn't think Angie and Tenko could get along, but apparently they do now. Leone, Cork, Fischl, and Chiaki form a suicide pact, killing themselves. That is unfortunate. 4 of those people are gone. As we continue on, Genocide Jack charges their ultimate move. It probably involves scissors. Yukiko sets up an outdoor generator, space heater, and floodlights. Sarah spent all of her perks maxing out luck. That is probably wise for these games, actually. Hajime gets a hold of my soundboard, but he's struck down within an hour for using copyrighted music. Rentaro looks at the nighttime sky. Nagita defeats. Now in a fight but spares her life. Sayaka tends to Izuo's wounds. Alice attempts to sneak into the back room of Yoko's items and misfortunes, but gets seen by Lumine, an employee of the store. They're even hiring Genshin people now. I don't love to see that. You know what else I don't love to see? Mikan dying trying to escape the arena. You hate to see that too. But you know what we love to see? Day 3. As Bennett dyes his hair gold. Oh, if only. Turnip Boy begs Nagisa to kill him. He refuses, keeping Turnip Boy alive. Kanan uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Tenko, which shockingly works, leaving her literally dumbfounded. Hiroko, I could put that in the other simulator and have a dumbfounded trait. I'll remember that. Hiroko receives milk supplies from an unknown sponsor. Kazuha is working on an ad that will appear in the next episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Sarah sets up an ice cream shack and nobody comes. It's not really, I take that back. It's always ice cream season. If someone ever tells you it's not ice cream season, you tell them that the United States Aviator says it is always ice cream season. Hajime plays tricks on Now while Alice, Hajime and Now play tricks on Alice while Genocide Jack steals from his room. Lumine goes to Maki Donald's. Apparently they fixed that the ice cream machine because it's always ice cream season. Kurumi uses slash kill on Kyoko, but I disable cheats. You're trying to cheat. Kurumi! Get out of here! Sayaka finds a fedora and puts it on. Rantaro suddenly yells out, "Sayaka the platypus!" Yukiko plants flowers around Fatogami's grave. Fatogami screams from behind her, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Yukiko simply says, "For now." Komaru asks Tsumugi if everything's okay. Izuo sees her completely pale. Nagito wash ashore at the lake, unmoving. Izuo revives in the CPR, and Kaede steals from Angie while she's not looking. We lost another 10, the perfect 10. That brings us down to a standard-sized game, actually, and we know how quickly those go by. So first and foremost, to Claire de Lune 4, Ranger, Shuichi, Nane Chiaki, Lawrence, Leone, Cork, Fischl, Chiaki, Mikan, Kurumi. Those are our 10 gone. And as we see everybody's statuses, it's a standard-sized game with the Brainiacs, Nagisa, the Unstoppable Idols, Sayaka's still in. You don't love to see that. But you know what? You still don't love to see it. That's I was gonna say something awe-inspiring, but I was like, no, you just don't love to see that. Hornbears still have Rentaro. Brute Force has Tenko. Peaceful Protest with Kyoko. Unlucky Adventure Team completely in. The Managers also completely in. Jailbird still have Alice. Capture the Moment. Still capturing the moment. Making origami is their special. That's not their specialty, but they could be good at it. I'm telling you, they got this one in the bag. Brother Complex completely in. Sinister Side still has Kiss from a Rose. I'm sorry, still has Sarah. I was looking down at my picks, Kiss from a Rose, making sure that they're still in. They still got Kaede Day. Asylum Akamatsu's about to go off. Just you wait and see. Golden Day is completely in. So is Parsnip. Joe Mama still has the Mama. Devious Disguises still has Tsumugi, Identity Crisis with Hajime, Kazuha for Carry On, and Kiss from a Rose, Asylum Akamatsu. Could it be a Kaede Day? I think we gotta just proceed to see if it is. Do you want to see? I know I do. Let's go in. Let's proceed. And it is time for Night 3. Sayaka wakes up from a nightmare where she's falling to death, only to realize she's actually falling to death in real life too, after being thrown off of a cliff by Nagito through a whole bed in a... I like that. We love to see that. Unlucky Adventure Team, get yourselves back in the finale. Get yourselves back in there. Fat Origami catches Nagisa with a comically placed a giant box of comically placed banana peels. If we see any banana peels that are on the ground, it's Nagisa's fault. We know. Sarah refuses to leave an injured Rantaro's side. Kyoko attempts to sneak into the back room of Yoko's items and misfortunes, but gets seen by Kazu. You're employing these Genshin characters now. I don't like that. I don't like the sound. You hate to see that. How could they? Thinking quickly, Yukiko constructs a homemade gun using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun. Bennett wants to speak with the manager of Avi's Wares and despairs. What do you want, Bennett? Would you like a job? Would you like a position? Maybe I'd be willing to talk about it. Lumine sets a few more traps before returning to camp for the night. Hajime finds a dark Daver in the arena and befriends it. I guess Gundam was here and he has perished, so they're probably just wandering around. Tinko and Hiroko become best friends after bonding over their shared love of 17th century sea shanties. Tinko? I think, you know what? Maybe. Yeah, Tinko might love him, who knows? Genocide Jack is gentle with Kaede, that's okay. Angie, Turnip Boy, and Samugi spend the night making potions. Goodness gracious. Komaru berates Nao for not protecting her better. Alice charges his ultimate mood. Izuyoi tries to sing himself to sleep. I remarked that I haven't seen Komodo dragons in a hot second. You know, I was kind of thinking that at some point, but I didn't want to say it, and right as I said this, a bank of Komodo dragons attacks and kills Kanan. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe they're not here anymore. Maybe they don't exist anymore. They do. They're still here. They're still over here. They're still there. Oh lord, we haven't seen the Russian roulette event here in a long time. It's one of these things where it's like, there's a ton of events in here, and it's just every so often we get one that we haven't seen in ages, like Komaru, Hajime, Lumine, Angie, Samugi, and Kyoko play a round of Russian roulette. Angie wins. The rest of them, gone. That's the entirety of the brother complex. Gone, just like that. Izuyoi beats Hiroko with a ladder. Rantaro and Sarah collect leaves together. You know what? I did collect some leaves at one point in time. Nagita wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Turnip Boy, Nagisa, Bennett, and Alice summon a magical lake hidden deep beneath the arena whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms of themselves. They proceed to kill Genocide Jack with cuteness. Turnip Boy, what are you doing that's your partner? That is why I was like, oh boy. Now reminds you. Yes, you, dear viewer. Ooh, stay hydrated. H2. Whoa. Yukiko wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore. Tinko washes her hands in the river. Kazuha confides in Kaede. Kaede's just like, well, let me take some notes. And Togami of the fat variety places a bomb next to a river to explode some fish. We lost 8. 8 more, I believe that brings us down to 16. So after this glorious Clear Day Lune, 4. Sayaka. Freaking Sayaka. Kanan, Komaru, Hajime, Lumine, Samugi, Kyoko, Genocide Jack. We'll see everybody's statuses, and just so I can double check real quick, there are indeed 16 left. Nagisa remains for the Brainiacs. I don't know if any team besides Capture the Moment are completely in. The Hornbearer is still in with Rantaro, Brute Force with Tinko. Unlucky Adventure Team, completely missed them, they're both completely in. Low-key shocked. Will managers still have Yukiko, the Jailbirds, with Alice Capture the Moment? It's kind of their episode. Angie, who has 6 KOs now, and now that Russian roulette, let me tell you. Sinister Side still sees Sarah. Golden Days completely in as well. We have a couple teams that are completely in. Parsnip now dissed down to Turnip Boy. Joe Mama still got the mama. Carry on. As I'm telling you, the second Danganronpa, the summer camp one comes out, I'm playing with Hiroko first, if I can, because I think it's still like a semi-gacha system. So, but I think you might start off with like all of the, who knows? You know what? There's probably information on it now because I believe it released in not North America. Look, we still have Kazuha and Kaede. Let's 6 more into your saving grace picks. It's less than a month away. I'm excited for it. I wish it released at the same time as everyone else, but I'm excited nonetheless. We will proceed and we will continue and we will see. Night 4. Hiroko and Nagisa discuss if that is a big stone or if that's just a rock. Nagito wants to speak with the managers of Avi's wares and despairs. What do you want, Nagito? I got insurance. I got insurance. Izio grabs a kitchen knife. I hope it's just for self-defense. Sarah stood in the ashes of a trillion dead souls and asked the ghost if honor matters. The silence was their answer. Angie gets a hold of my soundboard, and you know what she plays? That secret achievement music. Unfortunately, playing the secret achievement music while your partner gets a poisonous arrow in her neck is not a secret achievement. Kazuha definitely shoots the dart into Nao's neck. Yukiko, her allergies keep her awake all night, those fall time allergies, ugh. Bennett has a dream in which Turnip Boy is winning. Is this a premonition? As much as I want Kiss from a Rose to win, I would not be mad at Turnip Boy sneaking this one. Fatogami, Kaede, and Rantaro sleep in shifts. Alice wants to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. He could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Tenko could too, especially since he's falling to a pit and perishing, but we will proceed because it is time for probably the feast. You know, it felt like it. I don't know, after doing this for so long, you kind of get like a sixth sense. You kind of get a sixth sense for this kind of thing. And I was like, you know, it feels like it's the feast time. The cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Hiroko kills Angie with a sickle. Turnip Boy invites Kaede to an unforgettable luncheon. Bennett overpowers Kazuha, killing him. Izuyoi overpowers his tag team partner. Fatogami killing him, Izuyoi. We gotta talk. You okay? Ooh. Rantaro, Nagito, and Alice unsuccessfully ambush Nagisa, Sarah, and Yukiko. So Nagisa, Sarah, and Yukiko all remain still in. Those boys are out of this one. We will proceed. We are down very much so. Very much so. In fact, there was only one non-killing event right there. We are down to your just your final few. Oh boy! Hiroko, Turnip Boy, Nagisa, and Izuyoi make sure that we're down even further to our final 4 as they make a suicide pact and they all perish. Sarah receives medical splash from a secret admirer. Kaede isn't crying, she's sweating from her eyes. This is the second time you've done this, Kaede. I'm starting to think that you are crying. Bennett is making Yukiko angry. Bennett's not gonna like Yukiko when she's angry. We are down to just 4. But actually, just 4. I wasn't sure because I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they arena evented me too and we just ended this bad boy. But it is indeed your final 4, so after this, Claire de Lune 4. Now, Tenko, Angie, Kazuha, Fatogami, Rantaro, Nagito, Alice, Hiroko, Turnip Boy, Nagisa, Izuyoi. It's just 4 left. It is just 4 people from 4 different teams, and we have to remember, we got Retribution to look forward to too. Which is something that I need to turn to and flip to, because you know, while I flip to this, why don't I say, hey, it's time to make some new picks. One of my picks is still in, shockingly enough. But lo and behold, it is time to make some, what do we call them? Some saving... Yeah, I know. Let's stop playing around. It's your... Saving Grace picks. Now, we still have Bennett from the Unlucky Adventure team. They've picked up a win before last season. They've made it to the finale last season. They couldn't claim the gold, but they want to try and redo this and get another opportunity. Perhaps it could be their time. The Will managers have never really gotten their stride. However, today could be Yukiko's day. Could she take this big win? In a big episode? Perhaps. We scroll down, we see Sarah from the Sinister side. She has held tag team gold before. In fact, she was a part of the inaugural team of Kaede, who is still here as well, Komaru and herself. They were the Steel-Minded Girls, and they were your first tag team champions. She wants the titles again. And so does Kaede. Former tag team partners from long, long ago staring each other eye to eye. Sarah's still here, and so is Kaede. Now from Sinister Side and Kiss from a Rose respectively, make your picks first, second, and third in the comments by going to the comments. And before you do that, if you're enjoying this and you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that button. It's red, it says subscribe. You can click it and it would be cool. Yeah. Or you couldn't, but do what you want. It's your final four. Make your picks in the comments, first, second, and third, just like you did before, except these are your saving grace picks and you got good odds to get them right. I'll make mine too. I have to stick with my picks from the start. My ride or dies, Kiss from a Rose, Kaye Day. Give me Bennett for second, because I think the Unlucky Adventure Team might try and get lucky. And then give me the Womanagers for third, Yukiko. I got her. I got Yukiko. She has... Guys, you know, she hasn't had the best of luck in these games, but you know what? I want her to have at least a shot at a little retribution. But those are my picks. I know you have already made yours, but we're well within your top 10. In fact, we're already in your top 4. Well within top 5 now. And within our top 5, we usually call these 4, Bennett, Yukiko, Sarah, and Kaede, stuck in what we like to call a crisis. A fate. The Unlucky Adventure Team, the Womanagers, Sinister Side, and Kiss from a Rose. One team will win, or more than one. Let me not jinx that. Let's proceed and let's see what actually happens as we proceed. Let's go! Wait a minute, hold on, wait. This is the, yeah, give me that one. Bennett is disqualified from the games for committing tax evasion. Yukiko discovers the mastermind and boy is she killed for it. It is unfortunate, truly unfortunate, and the death is made to look like an accident. Who is the mastermind of these Hunger Games? I don't know. It's not actually me. I receive orders. I'm basically Monokuma. All of the AVs are Monokuma. Someone else is in charge. Kaede uses a samurai sword to strike down Sarah. It has been a long time since my ride or dies have done anything. But today, oh, it's a good day. It is a beautiful day. Because I can say that your winner representing Lawrence and Noelle, carrying them both on to that tag team finale. I could compare their victory to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Your winner, Asylum Akamatsu, Kaede. I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Kaede, let's go. Ride or die, and boy did they not die today. Ooh, I got worried at the end, but you know what? She got it. She made it. Good on her. Kaede, kiss from a rose. She's a little crazy. She's a little nuts in this game, and let me tell you, she only got one kill to do it on her former tag team partner, the first ever tag team. This is interesting. When you had first and second, and the last time we had former tag team partners in first and second, Yeet Ball, you know what they did? Work together. Kaede was like, no, I'm too crazy for this. She popped off, she killed Sarah, who got second place. Yukiko got third, Bennett in fourth, Izuyoi fifth, Nagisa sixth, Turnip Boy seventh, Hiroko, mama, in eighth, Alice ninth, and rounding off your top 10, Nagito. First and foremost, bring up that tag team bracket because it is filling. And this season is coming to a close as the year comes to a close. But we still got time. We still got plenty of time for that. But you know what else we have plenty of time to fill out? I'm talking about spots for the Retribution Rumble. Yukiko is now in the Rumble, as well as sharpshooting, steel-minded big sister Sarah. Two very dangerous entrants. Sarah more so dangerous because let me tell you, Sinister Side, she's been showing her Sinister Side as of late. But this tag team Retribution match seems like a lot of fun. Marie Izuru, Jack, Kazuichi, Peko, Albedo, Yasuke, Junko, Seiko, Freaking Sayaka, Celeste, Iris, Yukiko, and Sarah. Starting to fill that match up. It is starting to fill up, and it's starting to look like a fun little rumble that we're gonna have. But let's scroll down and let's see everyone else. Once again, Kiss from a Rose. Kaede, Lawrence, and Noelle. You do love to see that. You love to see them. But we scroll down. It all started with who perished first? Let me think. Was it Azuru? It was Azuru and someone else. Who also got Maya, client Maya. She just finished sounding the horns and then she got out. That is unfortunate, but we will proceed. I was like, it's not Daisaku. He was like third out. Ugh, poor Daisaku. He's got to get himself one. He really does. There's a couple characters who got to get themselves one, but poor Daisaku. We'll proceed once again. Miss Maya and Azuru, as we said, out first due to Turnip Boy. Turnip Boy got close to the end as well. He almost won the whole thing, but you know what? Not today. Not today. I'm at least hoping Turnip Boy somehow gets into Retribution. I'm low-key rooting for Parsnip, but not as much as I was rooting for my Ride or Dies, who got the win today, and they will go on and they will be champions at the end of the season. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Because this is a rare instance where I pick my Ride or Dies and they won. So you know what? They might have been able to beat the Jinx, so they can beat anything. So they will be champions. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. We're looking for... This season will end with a Fire Emblem champion, a Genshin champion, and a Danganronpa champion. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Congratulations to Kaede. We'll proceed once again. Angie, through Russian Roulette and some other KO, she had the most KOs. Minimoto, Nagisa, Quark, and Turnip Boy all had 4. Everyone else had 3 or less. Yukiko had 3. Kaede only had 1. She only needed 1 to win, and boy, was it a kiss from a rose. Ooh, so sweet, like a kiss from a rose. Oh gosh, I'm so happy. Let's go. Kaede. I knew. They were my right Ride or Dies. I didn't think that she was gonna get the win. Yeah, I did. I knew that she was gonna get the win from the team. Oh, thank goodness. Let's go. All right. So we'll go back to the reaping. We're done here. This was a fun episode. Tomorrow. You know, every time we get to this point, I have the episode for the next day set up. But when we get to this point, I'm just like, what did I have set up for yesterday? I never remember. However, this is the end of the episode. If you made it this far, just remember, OC Action returns this Sunday, so get excited for it. Until then, this is your United States Avery taking off. Toodaloo, like Rick. Thanks for watching.